Good morning. How is everyone? How was your weekend? Happy June, what's it called? Juneteenth, I believe is what it's called. I thought I'd hop on here. I'm labeling my What Pain tincture. We're restocking this on our shelves. Some good stuff, guys. There's no reason that somebody should have to be in pain, and in order to get out of pain, using things that are bad for your body, bad for your liver. And I'm out of focus again. There we go. So yeah, we're bottling this up. It has so many good herbs in it. It has Cordelius root in it. It has, and what is Cordelius root good for? Cordelius root is an herb that is naturally beneficial in helping pain. Well, good morning, 978 Zoe. How are you? I'm just bottling up some wet pain tincture, just kind of going over what it does. It has Cordelius root in it, as I'd mentioned. Cordelius is a wonderful, wonderful painkiller. 100% natural. It has teasel root in it. Teasel root's pretty darn good for pain, but it's the nerve pain that it's good for. So teasel root kind of goes into the body. And let's say you've been in a car accident, for example, or you have MS and you have a lot of nerve pain. Maybe you hurt your neck in a car accident and you've been that way for years, you know. What teasel root does is it kind of goes in and it has a conversation with your body. And it says, hey, I know you've been acting this way for a little while, but that's not the way you're supposed to act. And it kind of helps your body reset and helps those nerve endings and their receptors in responding the way it used to. And it should, the way that we were made. It was made to respond. So it has that in it. It also has devil's claw, which is wonderful for lower back pain, hip pain, knee pain. It has cat's claw in it, which if you were to use cat's claw along with passion flower, that's a really good headache relief. And in this tincture, I have devil's claw and we have passion flower. Hey girl, hey! How are you doing? Work! I got a vacation day because of Juneteenth. So, the last few years, we've been able to enjoy that day off. So, yeah, how nice is that? Yeah. Trying to flash everybody with my Van Halen shirt in case you haven't noticed. We're talking about what pain. My what pain tincture. It's going back on the shelves. We were out of stock. I had to wait until it finished processing and get it bottled up. Get the security packaging on it. Now we're labeling it. But this has cat's claw and passion flower in it. So those two alone help with headaches. It also has, let me think what else. Off the top of my head, I'm not thinking. Has tons of herbs, friends. And it's processed in, hi Victoria, welcome. We're talking about what pain, my tincture. But it's processed in a high-proof alcohol that has the perfect percentage of distilled water in it. Because you want to be able to pull your constituents out of your herbs with water and alcohol. The reason being is that you have some water-soluble polysaccharides. And you also have, bye, have a good day. I'll be thinking of you. Poor thing, I'll work. What do you do for dehydration in the eyes, nose, and private areas? Eyes and nose and private areas. Well, I would say this first. I don't know if you're male or female, tell you the truth. But one thing that I would suggest, if you are premenopause or you're menopausal, okay. So if you're premenopause or menopausal, the vagina dryness is a symptom of premenopause and menopause. That's something we all get. And there are herbs that can help with that. And I would suggest if you are, oh, so you're post, okay. So on my website, I have a tincture. It's called Dr. Jekyll and Miss Hyde. Perfectly named for those of us going through that because it's a really hard time. 1 minute, you're a long COVID hauler too. Okay. So for the vaginal dryness, I'm not a doctor, but I don't know if that is part of your long COVID symptoms, vaginal dryness. My own first guess, considering your age range, is probably the menopause. So with that being said, there are some herbs that you can use. You can go to my website and look at those herbs on there, and I give a detailed overview on what those herbs do. Or you can buy the tincture, see if you see any relief. For the dry eyes, what else? Sinuses, isn't that what you said? Dry eyes and sinuses. Dry eye, you can use castor oil. Put it on there. It'll help the dry eye. So when you say dry eye, there is the medical terminology for dry eye, which is really backwards. It's kind of like nearsightedness and farsightedness. So dry eye, are they weepy? You know, is it running? Because that's what they call dry eye. Or do you really have a seeping eyes? So it's just, so you kind of have completely dry. Okay. Well, you need some lymphatic. It would be my first thing. I would, wow, my phone fell and hit all my bottles, guys. I'm sorry. Ooh. Okay. I would do a lymphatic support. So some herbs that you'd want to look for would be, you wouldn't want stinging nettle. Make sure you do not take stinging nettle, because stinging nettle is a natural antihistamine. It will dry up your sinus areas, and that's what you don't want. But I would look at a lymphatic support that has cleavers in it. Cleavers loves your lymphatic system. It'll help clean it out. I would also, that would probably be my first thing that I would do, is I would look at the cleavers. Burdock root is also very good in helping this area. But again, the vaginal dryness, I would look at postmenopause. You know, you can look at black cohosh. You can look at black cohosh, wild yam, all those. And like I said, I have all those herbs listed in my website under Dr. Jekyll and Ms. Hyde. I'm not familiar with that, Jax. I apologize. Can you kind of tell me what you experience with that. And I'll be happy to kind of... It's a tick-borne disease. You're welcome. Parasite. Have you ever tried a parasite detox? Parasite cleanse? As a matter of fact, I started mine yesterday. You've been sick. So, let me ask you this. Do you experience digestive issues with it? And of course, I am not a doctor. I am just telling you, based upon the questions I'm going to ask, what I would do for me. Okay? So, are you experiencing digestive issues like nausea, chest infection, any type of infections whatsoever? I gotta get this other bottle that I lost. Atovaquine, nazithromycin. That's what they have you on? Okay. So, like I said, I started my detox Saturday. Because I'm not working today, I'm kind of, ugh. So this is, I'm like confused on my days. So hey, good morning, Cindy Lou. All right, so look into Usnea, U-S-N-E-A. Let me explain why I'm suggesting that you look into it. It's a lichen. It's a natural herb. Morning, bodacious gal. I'm feeling pretty good. It's like I'm not doing anything. It's kind of weird. Let me answer Jax's question here. So it's a lichen. It's a natural herb. It's also has the properties of a natural antibiotic. Now, why I'm suggesting that you look into that is because historically it's been used for digestive issues. It's been used for yeast infections. It's been used for candida. So right there, if you've got a parasite, okay, candida, etc., stomach issues. It also helps with removing the bacteria that can cause bronchitis, so it will help with the lungs. What else does it help with? It can help with stomach, the candida, the yeast, the bronchial. It is antibacterial, antimicrobial, antifungal. So it's fighting all those fungal infections, bacterial infections, so it may be beneficial. I don't know your history, and so you need to be your own advocate on it. You need to make sure you do your own research on it. But Usnea, you can drink it as a tea. You can buy it as a tincture. I sell it on my website. Have a great day too, Victoria. You can also, in my link tree, I have a link it's at the bottom of my link tree. You can put your medications in what you're taking in there, and you put the herb that you're interested in taking, and it'll give you any contraindications that there may be. And that website is provided by Kaiser Permanente, which is a big pharma company. But that can give you a little peace of mind there. Also, as you mentioned, talking to your doctor. But just check it out. That might be a simple solution because it does help with many things. So Cindy Lou, are you having any type of side effects? Have you noticed anything? You're welcome, Jax. I hope you feel better. I really do. That's horrible. Good. Now, did you change your diet at all to while you're doing this? So friends, we're going to have the What Pain Tincture back on the shelves. We were out of stock on that. It's ready to go. It's fully bottled. We've got the labels on there. On the back, it always tells you, number one, Angie put it upside down because she was talking. Lord have mercy, I'm about to go through all these. And make sure I put them on right side up. See, apparently I can't multitask. All right. Yeah, I'm going to have to go through all those. Okay, I will do that and not waste you guys' time. But on the back, it always says, do a patch test, your dosages, and I always, not always, depending on the herb, start out with just like 4 drops, but then you get up to your dropper 3 times a day, and it gives you your ingredients. One nice thing about the What Pain Tincture, friends, and you can do this with, a lot of tinctures. Keep in mind, a tincture is made out of alcohol, so you need to kind of be mindful if you have an open wound. But this What Pain Tincture, if you were to have, let's say I hurt my wrist, and it's like, damn, that's so bitch, it's hurting. I could take some of this, put the tincture on my skin, rub it in, and you're going to feel the effects. It's the same way with that usnea that we were just talking about with Jack's. You could actually put usnea on a wound. Again, it has alcohol in it, so be mindful of it to help it heal. You'll notice I don't make a lot of salves and things like that. It's because I use the tinctures for it. Again, open wound, it's going to burn. Okay, but you are having high major sugar cravings. Well, them little boogers, them parasites, they love the sugar, So that's probably, they're like, feed me, feed me. All right, friends, the next thing that we are going to be putting back on our shelves that became quite low because everybody enjoyed it, and I think everybody's preparing. Good morning, Cantrail family. Can't talk. But next thing we're putting on the shelves is our bronchitis support, and I think because we get summer colds, winter times, fall times coming before you guys. We're just about 4th of July is halfway through the summer, and we've only got a few more weeks for that. Can you believe how fast it's gone? Sorry, I'm not meaning to get risque on live, but anyway, we're putting our bronchitis tincture on the shelves, friends, because it was getting pretty low. So let's talk about what's in this baby, because I don't know off the top of my face. Thank you. Guys, this is my next, I've got so many projects on my face, friends, but I feel the Monroe effect is very beneficial, but you have to be diligent about it. You got to put it on every day, A lot of people don't like that feeling of oil. And because of that, I am, well, thank you. It does feel so good. And I'm going to pat myself on the back because I really think it's a great oil. It's done wonders for me. I just posted a video today. I went back through a lot of my old videos, and they were not kind videos, but that was Angie. That's what I look like, But I really do love it. And I'm trying to figure out a way. A lot of people don't like the feel of oil, and the Monroe effect has castor oil in it, Castor oil penetrates that skin, and that's what I wanted. I wanted an oil to penetrate the skin, to take all those ingredients and put them into that dermis, you know what I mean? To get through the epidermis, the first layer of your skin, hit that dermis, because that's where everything's at, you know. Well, I know a lot of people don't like oil, so I'm looking at trying to do a dry oil, but I'm running into a problem. So dry oils sink into the skin real quickly and you don't have that oily feeling, you know. But the problem being, I mean, I could use the dry oils to infuse those herbs like the dry grape seed and the dry grape skin and the burdock and the andrographis and, you know, all those good things. But the problem is being, it's not really going to penetrate the skin if I can't have castor oil. And castor oil in a dry oil, you know? So I'm thinking in the Monroe effect, we have castor oil and we have emu oil, which is a penetrating oil. And emu oil isn't as heavy as castor. So I'm thinking about making a dry oil. Well, thank you, Jax. Thank you. And definitely look into usnea. Thank you. I hope it works. Keep me updated. Because if it doesn't work, we can come back. We'll talk some more about other options. Emu oil isn't as heavy, but it is a penetrating. But again, it wouldn't have, the vitamin E oil in it. It wouldn't have, because vitamin E oil, it's an oil, you know. It wouldn't have a few of the other oils that I put in there too. Black seed oil. The Monroe effect has black seed oil in it. I mean, we all know how good black seed oil is. But again, it's oily. So a dry oil wouldn't be able to have that. So I'm just debating, is it worth the investment? Is it worth the time to make a dry oil with the name Monroe effect on it if it's not going to penetrate and not going to be able to do as well? You know, I think I just answered my question. I don't think it's a good move. I think the gusha being on fire, people are more likely to use oil on the face. That is a very good point. That's a very good point. This is the one I use. I don't have a lot. I have oil on my face, but I don't have a lot. I don't want to pull my skin, but yeah, most definitely. But this is my latest project right now. After I put my Monroe effect on, I have that clinical pharmaceutical grade lemon essential oil. And for the last 2 days, I've been putting it on there. After I put the Monroe oil on, because it's already on the face with all those good carriers, then I'm just taking that and putting it on there. We're going to bleach that bitch away. But the Monroe effect. Bronchitis support. Guys, this has elecampane in it, which is absolutely wonderful for helping a dry cough turn into a productive cough. And it has wild cherry bark. Wild cherry bark is great for cough support to help suppress, get rid of coughing. It also has marshmallow. Marshmallow is a mucilagen. It's going to coat those mucous membranes within the body, help a cough become more productive. It also has usneas. We were just talking about usnea, natural antibiotic. It helps clear out and fight bacteria. It's antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral. It's just a great thing. It has lobelia in it. Lobelia is wonderful for, it's like another natural antibiotic. It helps with coughing, supports the lungs. It has plantain in it. Plantain can help with aches and pains in the body when you're sick. It has lemongrass. Lemongrass is also fantastic. It actually helps. Well, thank you very much, Miss Cantrell. I appreciate that. It helps with cough. It helps with fatigue. It also has Mormon tea in it. Mormon tea is great. It's an antihistamine. It helps with the sinuses, clear them up. And that's actually the whole point of this tincture, is just not for the bronchitis. What comes along with flu? Chest infection can be a flu, upset stomach, and that's another good thing lemongrass is for an upset belly. Also, usnea is good for an upset belly. I'm trying to put all the herbs in here to deal with multiple symptoms. So this shop, Mr. A, I appreciate you wanting to join. We're not going to do a live together. Thank you, though. It has, but the Mormon tea, great for sinuses, great for the throat. It has usnea in here. So echinacea. Has echinacea, immune boosting, cut down on the amount of time you're sick. It has licorice, which is very, very good for helping your stomach. It's very good on just overall sickness. It's great for, what were we just talking about? It's also great for boosting your immune. But on the flip side, a warning, licorice is a natural blood thinner. So you want to watch out for that if you're on blood thinners. It has clove in here also, and we all know clove is really good for cough suppressants, things like that. All those are in here. It's a really good tincture, friends. We're going to have it back on the shelves. So I'm really happy about that. And I just sent a care package. My grandson was up visiting from the Nashville area. He went back home to his mom and dad, and I sent a care package back for him. And she had told me already that last winter, one of her friends had gotten sick pretty bad. Actually, she had COVID. If you really want to know the truth, she had COVID. And she gave her this tincture to use. And it did wonderfully for her with COVID. And the aches and pains, just overall support for it. And so when the care package, we sent some more down there for her. She likes to share mama's tinctures. I told her, I was like, you know, I got a website, girlfriend. You can go buy those things. But what they do is she just ends up cash apping me the money. And I'm like, yeah, but I want to keep track of it in my website. But anyway, the face thing, I'm pleased with it, friends. I've started dabbling more into the face oils. This next batch of the Monroe Effect, let me get the bottle jar. Let me get the jar. I put a lot, my ratio was a little bit more this time because I wanted it to be stronger. This has already been strained 3 times. I've strained it through my very fine mesh strainers. Let me get one. So these strainers, they're very, very fine. They're finer than, what do you call it? Hi, Lori. Thanks for joining. I did use a coffee filter on it, but what is that really fine, thin? I'm sorry. I'm drawing a blank on what it is. Anyway. It went through this fine mesh strainer. It went through this fine mesh cheesecloth. Thank you. It went through this fine mesh strainer. It went through the coffee filter. I didn't even use the cheesecloth. I don't think I used the cheesecloth because it's not as fine as these. So it's gone through each one of those filters. I even have a fruit press. But because I use ground up dry grape seed and I use dry ground up grape skin, it's a very powdery texture. So it's still there, you know. Well, I added more of my herbs to this to keep the ratio. I wanted a different ratio to make it stronger. After 3 strains, do you see that bottom there, guys? There's still stuff in there. This shit's going to be strong. So, which is good. It's not bad. It's just time consuming because we're going to be on number 4 right now. So, but I'm excited. So after I get done straining that, that's been infused with the burdock root, the burdock leaves, the angiographis, as I mentioned, grape skin, grape seed, and the other things that are in there. It has the black seed oil, it has the geranium, the tea tree. As they come to me, I'll mention them. But after I strain it now, then I'm going to add the frankincense oil, the carrot seed oil, and I'll actually add a geranium oil. Hey, Cajun Queen, how are you? And all of them are clinical therapeutic essential oils, with the exception of the frankincense. In the past, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use it in this one, I use the Gurananda, which are therapeutic oils. So, and with this one, I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to add a little new oils to it, the therapeutic oils, for anti-aging. There are a lot of good essential oils for anti-aging. So we may be adding, I may change the recipe by adding those, but it would just improve it instead of diminishing it. With that being said, some of the oils that I'm really looking at adding, let me get this out. I would love to make it a, hey, how are you? It's my face oil. It is called the Monroe Effect. I sell it on my site. If you're new here and you've never watched any of my videos before, just today I posted a video on my journey of reducing my wrinkles. And I didn't realize how bad my wrinkles were. But pulling those old videos up, they were pretty rough. Yeah, they were. And that was just in December. So, and I didn't make this until February, I think it was. And I started seeing effects within a month. So anyway, to add the skin tightening oils, it would be a major expense because the fennel is not real cheap. I mean, I could go with therapeutic oils, but what's the sense in that? You know what I mean? Yes, usnea would be great to have around at all times. Well, I'm going to strain it today, probably sometime this week. I'm not sure. I only have one more bottle of the last batch, and I'm out, so I'm grabbing that bottle off the shelf. So the new batch will be out there either, if I get it bottled today, it should be out there this evening, But yeah, I'm only down to one with the last batch. Like I said, I'm all out. So, and a bottle lasts me. I put it on morning and night. I also add it to like a roller ball, let's say my skin tightening roller ball. I'll add that to the roller ball and then add the essential oils for skin tightening. So I might use it in a few different ways, but my roller balls are only 5 milliliters, you know. So the bottle that I have of the Monroe Effect, the only bottle that I've been using, I've had that since March, because I made this in February. It had a process, so probably about March, April, May, June. It's lasted me 3 months. So, because you don't need a lot of it, you know. It's not a thin oil. It's a thicker oil. It has castor in it. You don't need a lot of it, and it's pretty good. Can you use this with tretinoin? I don't see, no, I wouldn't use the tretinoin. You're kind of defeating your purpose, honestly, because you're putting the natural in there and then you're putting the tretinoin, so it's going to basically wipe out any benefits from the Monroe Effect. Now, if you were to be using a natural skincare, let's say Arbonne. Arbonne's a natural skincare. Arbonne's expensive. But Arbonne doesn't have, the reason I'm mentioning this, Arbonne doesn't have, oh, well, thank you. I'll make sure that we get these out here as soon as possible for you. Yeah, so Arbonne's natural. Arbonne's expensive. My best friend sells it, and she'll even give me her discount, sometimes 30% off, and it's still expensive. But, you know, you support your friends. You do. They support me. I support them, you know. And what I do, Arbonne, it's a natural skin company. They do not test on animals. It's 100% natural. But like a face cleanser, you might be spending $80 on. They have an under eye serum. It's just expensive, and it's good. But what you could do, I don't do this, but what you could do is, if you do have a natural product that you like and you don't want to give it up because you've seen results, whatever the reason may be, if it's 100% natural, you can, let's say you had a face cream, you could put a little bit of that face cream in your hand, and you could add the Monroe Effect to it and stir it up and then put it on. The castor oil and the emu oil is going to help that lotion that you've mixed it with get into the skin a little bit deeper. But again, and the reason I brought this up is because we have been talking about tretinoin. That's not natural. You could do that mixture blend with natural products to boost, you know, the absorption of whatever that you're using. I use the Monroe Effect by itself, and I put it on day and night. Another tip that I will suggest is, if you're going down the oil path, really think about making everything you put on your face. I won't. You guys are my besties. I wouldn't. We would have, if it were to go viral, I'd be taking you all on a cruise, or we'd be going somewhere, and we'd be, you know, yeah, we'd have fun. We'd have to celebrate. I'm not a selfish person. I love everyone to benefit. And that way, even if I drink, I want everybody to be as happy as I am, because I'm a happy drinker, which I don't drink very often. But okay, sounds like a plan. What was I saying about oils, implementing them into your life? So, face cleanser. Seriously think about stopping using soap on your face, friends. I haven't used soap on my face for a couple decades, since my 30s, and I'm going to be 57 next month. Guys, 60. I mean, I can see it. It's right over there. Well, thank you. I've been working on it. I still feel like I have this, but it's a bone. I keep on thinking that it's not as prominent over here as it is here. It must have, they always say one side of your body's bigger than the other. No, I'm gonna be 57. Can you believe it? Happy birthday, bodacious gal. So what I use an oil. So let's think about this, okay? All right, wonderful. I'll get that for you out. If I can get this bottle and everything, I'll get it out to you today or tomorrow. For sure tomorrow. Oil is what your skin produces, okay? Of course, we have dry skin and it doesn't produce as much, but your skin's still producing some oil there. It just not be as much as you'd like or as much as it should. Okay, so we've got pores, and you may have larger pores, but inside those pores, dirt, pollution, you know, just crap gets stuck in those pores. And in those pores are also where that oil's sitting, the sweat, the oil. Now, let's think about, you have a glass and you add some water into that, and you then add some oil. They don't mix. So when you are, hey Rhonda, how are you? Thanks for joining. So when you're washing your face with water and soap, the oil that's in those pores, the oil that's on your skin, it's kind of bouncing that water off, right? It's not, that soap isn't really getting there and grabbing all that out and pulling it out with it. So you want to use an oil because that oil's going to mix in and it's going to pull it out with it. So what I use is I use a blend of, you could use a few different blends. I use a little bit of black seed oil, just a tiny smidgen, tea tree oil because it's more antiseptic, okay? We're cleaning, you know? So you get that tea tree oil. Some people have, and they can't use it, it's a little bit too strong. Vitamin E oil, just a little bit. And then I use olive oil, just a little bit of that. It's not like one is, you know, the major one. It's whatever suits you. If you're just looking for a straight cleanser, you can just use extra virgin olive oil with a little bit of tea tree. If you want that soothing effect of the black seed oil, you can do that. But rub it in. Of course, you want to, you know, I don't even water my face first. I just rub it in, rub it in, rub it in, rub it in, and then I rinse my face and blot it dry, maybe do it again, whatever you want to do. And yeah, I started using his too. The only thing I'm so disappointed is the bottle's only 2 ounces. And I'm used to those 8-ounce bottles. But you're right, it's really good. I've been taking it, well, when it first came out, I ordered it from the Walmart website. So yeah, I've been on it for a few weeks. I like it. I like it a lot. Good. Good, good. So think about the oil for cleaning the face. You can add essential oils to that, but honestly, I wouldn't waste the essential oils on a cleanser. Tea tree oil doesn't smell good to me. I don't like the smell. I could add some essential oils in there, but I don't because essential oils are, no, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. But you can, you know, it's all about saving money, you know. Yeah, we're conditioned that way, you know. Hey, Prana, welcome. We got the cool cats in the house, all of us. We're still missing a few, but we got a lot of them here. Bodacious gal, how do I take it? I take the black seed oil in my coffee with all my tinctures every morning. I just take 1 dropper full, and I like it. You know, it's pretty good. That is not the black seed oil that I put into my Monroe effect, though. I use the other black seed oil that I used to take because I still have quite a bit of that in stock, because not only would I take that black seed oil internally, but I use it in the Monroe effect, so I have stock. But now that Gronanda has his, I start taking his internally. Now, my coffee isn't as hot as like McDonald's. It's just coffee pot temperature, and I use it with that, and it doesn't hurt it at all. All my tinctures go in there. Do you? An orange juice shot? Yep. Another good thing would be, like a turmeric ginger shot would be really good. Just water if you wanted to. However you can get it down, whatever works for everybody. Another thing on your face regimen, when you're doing the Monroe effect, at nighttime, let's say it's not a night you take a shower, but you're washing your face, and on damp skin, take that hot rag, as hot as you possibly can withstand it. Hey, Denise, welcome. I'm in Ohio. Put it that as hot as you can get rag on your face. Okay, it's already damp. You're putting this on here. You're letting those pores open, okay? You want to then put your Monroe effect on there, okay? Put that oil on there. Those pores are open. And after you put that on there, massage it in real gently, but do your little doohickeys, Rhonda, I can't get past borax being a laundry detergent. It may work for lots of people. It's a mental thing for me, I believe. But I don't know. I've heard it does a lot of things. I haven't really gone into a lot of research on it. And maybe if I do that, I might be more than willing to try it. But right now, it just reminds me of Tide Pods. I don't know, and that's probably wrong. But, yeah. And I think that's why we all are, More power to them, but I don't know. I just couldn't do it myself. So, hot rag. Put the Monroe effect on, okay? Massage it in very gently. Always watch underneath your eyes. When you're dealing with your forehead, never scratch this way. Scratch this way. You don't want to pull the skin. So when you're massaging, go this way. And always, going up, go against gravity, help that. Get those lymph nodes and the water retention that our muscles and our tissue holds, get it out of there. After you do that very gentle massaging in, does it help? Have you noticed a difference? And inquiring minds want to know. I'm just afraid I'd buy the wrong thing because it's processed. I'm just so scared. Yeah, I'm afraid of my stomach. And I don't have any gut issues. I work hard at what we put into our bodies as far as, naturally made. Oh, I thought she meant borax. After you put the oil on, put another hot rag, as hot as you can get, on there. Just let it sit there, and then you're done for the night. Also, if anybody has my prototype that they volunteered to test, that is for your under eye, puffy under eye and dark circles. You can put that on at night also, and it can help reduce those puffy eyes when you wake up. And also, just be gentle. I know you might freak out when you first see that sea buckthorn berry oil, because it is a very dark amber color, But when you first wake up, you know, just put it on underneath there. Put it on at night. Well, good. I'm glad. Didn't bother your belly at all? Yeah, I am kind of scared about it. You'll have to keep me up to date. Well, good. Good, good. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous about the whole thing. Myself. Myself. Yeah. But, I am working on an under eye product. We have some friends in here who are testing it for me. I don't have a lot of puffiness or dark circles. Every now and then I do. I do use a cold jade roller on my eye, though, a couple times a week. Do you like it, Prana? Would it be better if it was mixed with a skin tightening? Do you really see the reduction in puffiness? Because that's what I think most people would be looking for. Well, I'm glad you like it. I hope it works. Did I send you the skin tightening also, or just the puffy eye? Because I was thinking I sent you both. When we were on our Zoom and you said that. By the way, guys, second Sunday of every month at 2 o'clock, we do a Zoom. And at that time, we can talk about test products, and if you're interested in things like that, ideas for test products. So yeah, Cajun Queen, if you are interested, join our Zoom meeting next month. Well, good, Prana. I'm glad. Good. And are your testers before and after photos? I hope they are. I hope you guys are. Have a good day, Rhonda. I think sometimes I squint like that and I shouldn't do that. Well, that's good feedback, Prana. You'll have to put a comment on my video that I posted today about your success and stuff. And, okay. I don't have the Monroe effect in testers, do I? No, the only thing that I have in testers, since it's already a product, is the skin tightening. They're hold on. Let me show you how big they are. They're not big at all. They're only 5 milliliter roller bottles. So it's just a roller for the prototypes. If I have good success and feedback on the prototypes for the under eye and for the skin tightening, I will move to a 10 milliliter bottle, which is double the size basically. Yes, it is enough to see if it's going to work. Now, the Monroe effect, that's an all over. I don't have any in the rollers, but it is. You're afraid to use it all up. Well, if you like it, like I said, I am going to do, and it's already on my website, if you want a custom blend. So it being the skin tightening, the under eye puffiness, dark circles, acne, really excessive wrinkles. I have one for that I want to make a prototype off of and have it tested. So anybody who would have extreme wrinkles, to see if that would work. If you would be interested in it, it would be a 10 milliliter bottle, and it is $10. So it's not expensive. They're oils, so they last for a while. you'd be able to see if it's something that you'd want. So, yeah, that's just an FYI if you guys want that. The Zoom meetings, but yeah, we do the Zoom meetings. Guys, it'd be fun if you guys can join. We have, you know, I wish they could last more than 40 minutes. But there is a charge from Zoom if you want to have a longer meeting than 40 minutes, which is just absolutely ridiculous. But I'm going to pour the new Monroe effect today, and we'll get that out there. And that's a great idea to do before you purchase. Yeah, it really is. I really like that. So if that's something you would, you know, want to see, instead of, you know, like, let's say the Monroe effect. Hi, Linda. How are you? And it's just oils. It wouldn't be tinctures, you know, because you wouldn't want a tincture in a roller bottle. Unless you wanted to roll it all over your tongue for some odd reason. Oh, dear. But the pain tincture's back out on the website. We've got more of the bronchitis out there. Once I find my... Oh, they're right here in front of me. Jesus. The bronchitis tincture is great. What else do we have going on? Johnson juice is going to be going back on. I'm completely sold out of the Johnson juice. Which is kind of nice. A lot of men out there who apparently are worried about their Johnson juice. Sometimes I crack myself up. What else am I about out of? There are a few things out there on the website that are for limited time only. For example, the hair oil, the toe fungus. Your mom has been taking the Stonebreaker since you got it, and she's having the kidney stone taken out. Good. Oh, that is wonderful. Good news. Use just an oil. You could use any oil. For waterproof mascara, I probably wouldn't use tea tree because that can be aggravating to your eye area to remove mascara. But they have these really cool makeup remover washcloths. You use that with, let's say, just an olive oil, but you'd want to use an oil, and you can take that stuff right off. If you're not sensitive to tea tree, you could use, you know, just make an overall face oil cleanser and help with that. But these makeup removing washcloths, I use them. They are like furry, but yet they're just so gentle on your face. I got mine at TJ Maxx. I've also seen them at Kohl's had them. Yeah, Norwex is a good one. Any type of microfiber would be good with an oil to get that off. Do you like it? Good. I love it. I'm not sweating and stinking when I wake up in the middle of the night because I've had such a horrible night sweat. My God, those night sweats. I mean, I remember first time I had one, I was so worried that I pissed myself because the bed, I sweated my ass off. Oh, it was horrible. And I even had I have a fan on by me, and it was just miserable. And what little hot sweats I had, because I'm 2 years menopause, so I'm post-menopause now. But every now and then I'd get a hot flash. Nothing like they used to be. The hot flashes before were, no lie, it'd be December. Snow on the ground. I would go outside in my bare feet. I don't recommend that for anybody because you're going to catch pneumonia. but I was miserable. I was sweating so hard and so bad from the inside out that, you know, the bottoms of your feet have larger pores on them, actually. I'd go out there, and it's middle of winter, and people are like, man, are you hot? Yeah, it's 23 degrees outside. Angie's sweating her ass off. Well, good. That is so good. Can you make a post? Can you respond to one of my posts on Dr. Jekyll and Ms. Hyde? And so I can do a testimonial and share your response. Because a lot of people will see my videos out there, guys, but I could be a scammer as far as they're concerned. You know what I'm saying? I might not know what I'm doing. As far as they're concerned, you know, I Google it. And I haven't studied it, you know. They don't know, or, you know what I'm saying? I would be. I mean, I'm not faulting them in any way. That's a justified thing. We're putting something into our bodies. But, so let me ask you guys a question. Do you feel in my videos that you guys see, or in my lives that you guys attend, do you feel that you are learning enough on herbalism? You picking up what I'm putting down? Or do you feel it would be more beneficial if I did like a class and had an actual itinerary in teaching herbs? Okay. Because that's it. I just don't want to come out here, you know, just spouting off what you should do, you know. It'd kind of be nice, especially like on a live when we're making a tincture or whatever, if I had the transcript from it, you know. But the thing about doing lives, oh, I don't mind. Here we go, putting shit upside down again. I don't mind questions. That's the only way we learn. Because I'm the first one asking questions when I'm in a class. And I constantly take continuing education. Seems like I'm more... And I did another one upside down. Son of a bitch. Guys, I can't multitask for some reason. Well, good. Good. I feel it might be beneficial. I don't know. I need you guys' input on how to do it. So, as I mentioned, the Zoom meetings, if you want more than 40 minutes, you've got to pay for it. Okay, so let's think about this realistically. If we do a class live here on TikTok, do you feel there'd be too many interruptions? Do you think that Angie would get sidetracked and not stay focused? Because, you know, I get sidetracked. Somebody has a question about something, I will deviate away from the path that I'm talking about and start talking about something totally different than what the purpose of the live is. Bug spray, I'm going to have we're going to do a video on a bug spray. If you can wait a little while, Linda, we'll do it. So with that being said, if you feel that being here live isn't the best part of, or the best forum, a moderator would be good. Or do you think we should have it in Zoom meetings? So we could try it here, because there's no way to have a private live. You know what I'm saying? We could have it here. We could do a moderator. So how would we do that, though? The moderator couldn't kick the person out just for asking a question. And half the time when people, you know how many times I've been live on Posh Mama's Live, and I'm just using it for an example. On Posh Mama's Live, and people were asking questions in the comments, something totally different than what she's discussing, and I've answered their question, and they continue to post it 25 million times because people don't look at the chat. Yeah, a few rules. Can you do it for a 10-minute break and another? Yeah, you could, I think. Hi, Rosanna. It's so aggravating when you answer a question and they just are not paying attention. It's like, I quit. I quit answering. Yeah, I quit. I mean, they don't know me from Adam either, but I guess they want to hear it from the source. And I appreciate that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I quit answering questions in there because they don't pay attention. I mean, I was doing it to help her out so that she wasn't feeling like she was getting overwhelmed and getting pulled into 20 different conversations, because I know how that is. Yeah. But I like Cindy's idea. Do a 40-minute, take a break, and then do another 40-minute. We'll have an intermission. Okay. Maybe that's what we will do. Okay. So let me ask you this. Okay. If I say okay one more time, I'm going to knock myself out. Do you want to do individual herbs? Like, just go over them? Do you want to do ailments? For example, today we're going to talk about candida and the herbs that can help. Or do you feel... I love the idea, Cindy. I really do. That's what we're going to do. So, do you just feel that my apothecary series A to Z is sufficient enough for you to basically find knowledge on the individual herbs, also any books you may have, blah, blah, blah. And just focus on, number one, tinctures, how you make tinctures, the photochemical makeup of herbs, so that you know which herbs you need to have more water in when you make a tincture, which herbs you need to double extract, why you got to double extract them. Just overall, how do I make medicine? Can you do polls? I think I've seen that little tool somewhere. Let's see. Hear your voice, camera. I'll have to do some looking on where it's at. So yeah, I think we'll start that. Yeah. I just got to find out where the poll thing is. Interact. Maybe. Oh, here we go. Customize multiple options for viewers. Check votes. Drawing guests. Okay. Custom a poll. What ailment and herbal remedy? Wow, this is something I'd want to do before the live for sure. All right, then it gives me options. Let's do lung support. Whoops. We'll see if it comes up on you guys' side. Lung support. Let's do... I can't see you guys' comments for ideas, sorry. Lung pain. let's just have that out there for 5 minutes. Oh, well, thanks, Danny. Girl, I appreciate that very much. I probably will not record the Zooms. I think there's an extra cost for that. So, no, I wouldn't be recording them. How about I focus on what we need? I would love that, and I know Norma asked for that. She wants to do some tinctures and so on. Yes, that's a good idea, Miss Cantrell, to do the poll, you know, the week before, so I can prepare, and then I can do PDFs and send them to you guys if you would want them. And then also, I don't know. We can make this work. We can make it fun. We can make it beneficial to you guys. You know, maybe even do something like a monthly subscription to where at the beginning of the month, I'm sending out the herbs. I'm sending out the, or like a tincture that we're talking about. So that you guys get... See you later, Bodacious Girl. Thanks for joining. Yeah, she probably could tell me. But yeah, you know, let's say we did a monthly subscription for like, you know, 15 bucks. And that includes a once a week class, and you get a box from me every month that has the herbs that you would need to make the tinctures. All you basically would have to do would be to buy your menstruum if you wanted to make a glyceride or a tincture or an oxymel, you know. In the box would be the directions and all the codes for the Zoom meetings. I don't know, just kind of throwing away around some ideas. I don't think this is something as far as like that box and things like that. It's not something that would happen right away. That would take a lot of preparation. But doing the box wouldn't be a problem because just like when I did my giveaway for the grand opening, you know, we did the make your own apothecary and we sent out all the herbs and they were all vacuum sealed into bags and all that good stuff. So you're getting the herbs that I use, you know, and you would have enough to do, I don't know. A lot of people might not want to buy a lot of alcohol. So maybe do a pint. So usually out of a pint jar, when it comes to 2-ounce bottles, let me think. I have this all figured out on my phone. I did all the measurements and the math. You usually get, I get 48 out of a gallon. You get 10 of these bottles if you do a pint, I believe, if my memory serves me correct. So you would get enough herbs to make your own medicine and have approximately 10 2-ounce bottles that you could give to family and friends. Just an idea. Something I've been tossing around. But more importantly, I want you guys, you know, we're getting into another year. We've got to think ahead of time of, like Miss Norma had asked and Cindy Lou just mentioned, lung support, coughs, colds. You heard the cheaper the alcohol, the better. No, that's... So when you say cheap, are you talking like bottom shelf? Oh, I'm freezing. Oh, everybody wanted pain. Sweet. All right. Oh, it keeps freezing. The more alcohol content, the better. Well, yes, if I understand your question correctly. I always do 100 proof. 50% alcohol in it and 50% water. So you've got the water to pull out the water soluble constituents, and then you have the alcohol to pull out the non-water soluble. But that changes from herbs, especially if you are using fresh herbs, because fresh herbs have water in them. So now you got to keep your water level to a certain percentage, because you also got to include the water from the alcohol. And you got to keep it at a certain percentage, otherwise, makes you wonder what's happening. Guys, I reposted a video. I haven't heard about this. But this guy is insistent that this is happening. He said that Hey, J-Man! How are you, my little man? I miss you. I'm working on doing labels on my tinctures, little man. Young man. I miss you lots. I have my Gosha out. But the Great Value brand that they sell at Walmart, apparently they're pulling it off the shelves. It doesn't matter. I do print my own labels. Yep, I've got one of those inkless thermal printers. Good and bad. Good and bad. And I will show you right here what I'm talking about. The front of it, let me turn you around. And I don't want to buy a printer that uses ink. I don't want it. Front of it looks great, right? But when you get to the back, it's like lighter. I've had a lot of people complaining that it's not dark enough. I think it's dark enough. But I don't want to use ink. You know how ink smears? I would be printing, especially on labels. Labels aren't your regular paper. It's like a slippery feel, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't know. I guess maybe I need to do a print sheet. It is, hold on, let me get it for you, and I'll show you what kind I have, if I can get to it. 1 minute. Okay, am I still turned around? Yes. Okay, this is it. And then you just pop it open. All your labels go in there. It takes different sizes. It links and Bluetooths right to your phone. So you put everything into your phone. It Bluetooths to the printer. You can print it. They have different templates that you can use. It has a charger that I plug it into the label maker, and then I plug this into either my phone charger, or you can charge it into your laptop and use the energy from the battery of the laptop to charge it, or whatever. And it does smaller labels. Yeah. Yep, I designed it right on my phone. Yeah, this design that I use is one of their templates. That little circle. Okay, honey, I love you. You have a good day. Message me later. But like for my 5 milliliter roller bottles, it has smaller. It can be a pain in the ass, I ain't gonna lie, to center things when you use a new size of a paper, you know. But there's no ink. You don't have to change the ink on it. It just, I've had no problem. Now, this does not print my mailing labels. You could. I just found it easier to use the Avery, Avery labels that you can get at the store, and I just print them off on my printer. But you can, but I can copy and paste if I'm on my laptop. I can go to my website, copy and paste the name and the address, and then go to the Avery site and paste it in there, their name and address, and then print the label. If I use this, I can't copy them. It's too much of it. I could, but it's just too much. Because each time I close the app for this to go to copy and paste their name from my website, I have to redo everything. It doesn't save it. So that's the only drawback on this. I have to print my own mailing labels, which is fine. It's no big deal. I have to go in there and print the shipping receipt anyway. Burdock root, Rosanna. I guess I am fluctuating. I am unstable on my connection. Am I freezing on you guys' end? But, yep, that's what it is. Yeah, it says my connection's unstable. An Asian market. Go to an Asian market. They always sell burdock root fresh. At least everyone I've ever been in. They sell fresh burdock root. You can eat it, put it in a stir fry. You can dry it, grind it, put it in tinctures, use it as a tea. Asian markets. So guys, I am starting to lose. I don't have an unstable connection. My phone just advised me of it. So I'm going to hop off here. I know how frustrating it is when you guys are watching an unstable connection. It's frustrating, and I don't want to do that to you guys. So we will talk more on our plans forward on everything. Yes, they sell the root. It's the actual root. Yep. No leaves, just the root. I'm glad you guys were able to join. It's always fun. We will make a plan. Yeah, I'm not working today. So I got to go to the post office. I'm going to try to get things bottled up and sent out. I don't like people waiting on their orders. So I like to get them sent out as soon as possible. But I'm going to try to do live later. Yep. Make sure you follow, put the little bell thing so you get a heads up that I'm going live. Yes, I am. Oh, that's right. The post office is closed. Some beach. Hi, Anna Banana. Darn girl, I'm just hopping off of here. Well, it won't get sent out today. I'm not going to the post office today. So, well, thank you. I'm trying to be a little risque. Don't have a bra on, and I got this. I never thought about that being a little too low. Next thing you know, people are going to be saying that. Guys, there was a video going around about how I'm a snake in the grass with Posh Mama. Did you guys see that video? Anyway, my point is, next thing you know, they're probably on here watching right now. They monitor. Who has the time? It came up on my For You page is the only reason I saw it. Yeah. It's amazing what technology can do. Anyway, they're probably Sneaky Link. Is that a thing? Apparently, Sneaky Link is like some link for a sexual site. I don't know. That's so. I'm old. I'm old. I'm not in with an. I'm like Mrs. Cantrell. I live under a rock. She does it with printers. I do it with lingo, you know, the new urban legend lingo or whatever. But anyways, yeah, it just, I don't know. Oh yeah. What was the name of the site? Exposing Lies was the name of the creator or whatever. I know. Yes. I had to kind of slow down on my news watching. It's like it became an obsession for me because they were lying about so much shit. I wanted to share their lies. But you know what? They can lie all they want. We know the truth, right? And you know, I saw it, and Posh Mama and I had a conversation about it. We talked about it, and whatever. I never even addressed it, you know. Why? Why? So that they could engage, you know, and make my character look bad? No, it's not worth my time. No. I've got other things going on, honestly. They even linked me in it. I think they may have taken it down. Because I'll do a search, Angie_50 every now and then. And, you know, I haven't seen it. But, yeah. But like I told her, I'm not even going to address it. It's just not even worth the time to address it. That's why that one day, Anna, I says, do you want to be my moderator? Because I honestly figured that was the day when, oh, my label ripped. Well, that sucks. That was the day when it happened. Because I honestly figured, you know how they did with her by like being in their lives and stuff. I thought, oh, here we go. Here we go. But never happened. At least I never saw anything. Anna could have been right on top of it and knocked him out of the park. But, yeah. It was just like a 24-hour type thing. It didn't go on and on. Like I said, you know, whatever. I'm very transparent about who I am. My family comes on the chat. I have nothing to hide. So, whatever. Yeah. And I just don't feel the need to defend myself. I don't think it's necessary. You know? So, whatever. Yeah. And you're right. No reaction is the best reaction. Just go on and live your life. You know what I'm saying? Make your life better as much as we can. And that's really kind of a bummer that post office isn't open. I knew that. I knew that. Ooh, decorating. I don't know. How do they have time for all that? And, you know, working. I mean, do they work? You know? Do they have children? Is being online their job? I don't know. It's really, I'm going to be honest. It's none of my business, just like what I do is none of their business, you know. But I know I don't have time to be hunting things down. It was a pain in the ass to go through my old videos this morning to find old videos of the wrinkles on my eyes. That was too time consuming, and I was looking at my own stuff. I don't want to have to go through somebody else's stuff. But whatever. Whatever floats your boat, you know. They may get paid for it. Who knows? You know? Oh, and then Mrs. Cantrell, you Amazon, and then you can buy your, they have different sizes. You just figure out, it comes with a couple rolls, and then you can figure out which label size you like the best, and then you can get your rolls out there too. So yeah, friends, I am going to hop off here. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you all. Did I miss anybody? Let's see. You do have to be bigger than people who are mean. I don't know how people can be mean. It just amazes me. It'll probably be afternoon. I'm not working today. So it'll probably be, I'm Eastern time, guys. I'm on the east side. It'll probably be maybe between 2 and 4 when, well, it'll be before 3, before John gets home. He gets home about 3:30, I guess. So let's plan on 2-ish maybe. What time is it? I don't know. Today sometime. Today sometime. I love you all. Thank you for your support. I appreciate all your support. Emotional support means the most, honestly. And the support of my site and my products. For those of you who are using the products, please, please, please give me some testimonials. I would love... Oh, hi, Ro. How are you? Just hopping off of here. Sorry you missed us. But please give me testimonials. I'd love to do videos with them. If you see my videos, like, share, follow, friends. Share the tinctures with friends, you know. Are your allergies not any better? Did you have stinging nettle? Stinging nettle may help. It's a natural antihistamine. That stinks. I was hoping it was in some of the stuff I had sent you. He has the Johnson juice, Miss Cantrell. He's got the Johnson juice. The Johnson. We're going to make a video that uses that song, The Pimp Juice, with advertising the Johnson juice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good, good. I'm glad you like it. All right, friends. I am going to hop off here. I'm going to get finished with labeling. Remember, the pain tincture. Guys, you can even put this tincture, as long as it's not an open wound. You hurt your arm, elbow, whatever. You got bruises, just aching, whatever. You can take this What Pain tincture, put it on your skin topically, and you will get the effects of those pain those herbs for pain control. So even with a tincture, okay, it's going back on the shelves. Bronchitis support is going out there. We talked about all the ingredients, and that takes care of so much. Thanks for joining, friends. I love you all. You're great. And you guys have a wonderful day. It's like leaving an escape room. You can never get out. Ooh. Okay, bye.